Hello there guys, Sowerz here, and this is another commentary. Just want to talk about a few different topics. Most recently, one in particular that's kind of blown up the scene, and also want to do with the event coming up this weekend as well. But yeah, the gameplay at the moment is Search and Destroy Underground against Western Wolves, and usually we put respawn game modes on our channel, so I thought I'd stick an S&D on there for you guys. We haven't been playing much of recent, as I'll explain in a minute, and this is just like an S&D where I do pretty decent, so maybe you guys can pick up some things from it. But yeah, first of all, as most of you will have noticed probably looking at our channel, we've got a new background now. We've switched to the new layout. We did have the old layout because we kind of preferred it, but yeah, we switched to the new layout and we got a new background just for now. But I'm pretty sure we'll probably work on another background in the future, but yeah. Just want to talk about a few things like I said. First of all, I'm going to get straight into Reflex GT. I think it's number 8 now, Reflex GT 8. And there's quite a lot of top teams going this event. Probably the most competitive event yet. Nexus are going, Western Wolves, Epsilon, Freako Dragons and Mythics. They're the main teams, main top teams going. And I'd say the only top teams from Europe that aren't going are probably ourselves, Prophecy obviously, apeX Pro and X-Foreign. So Nexus are picking up Swanee for the event, just for that event, and that's the reason we haven't been playing as much, and that's the reason, and I keep saying that we're going to upload a lot more, and we definitely will be. But Swanee's been playing with a Nexus of recent just to practice for Reflex, so you know, obviously they've been scrimming quite a lot, and it's kind of left me just lingering around waiting. Our team's just waiting for that event to finish. It's not too much of a problem because EGL is still quite far away, but yeah, that's why we haven't been playing too much recently, and that's why we've kind of been lacking content. I mean, we're doing about on average 1 or 2 a week, but we're definitely going to up that to 3 or 4 a week in the future once we start playing again. So yeah, and Nexus are going, who are obviously going to be a top team. That's the X-Flame Retardant squad. And Swanee's playing instead of Hammers. Western Wolves are going. This is their first Modern Warfare 3 event. That team consists of Toby, Mac, Daredevil and Black, so that's 4 really experienced players. Obviously Mac and Toby have had a lot of success of recent, especially EGL events. So those guys are used to winning, so it'd be quite interesting to see how they come off, because they are regarded as one of the top teams obviously, but they're known for stepping it up when it comes to LAN. So it'll be interesting to see how they get on, really, because there's quite a lot of top teams going, and looking in the predictions thread, people aren't really predicting them to win it, but I think the ones to watch out for, people do undermine them every event, Western Wolves, the players, and each event they come out and they prove people wrong, so they're definitely a team to watch out for, and probably one of the favourites as well. Obviously there's Epsilon as well, who won the recent Battle of Amsterdam event, and they had Daredevil at that event, but they've got Agony now, so they've got another French player into that'll probably strengthen them communication wise, and obviously they're going to be one of the hot favourites to take it after winning Battle of Amsterdam. Freako Dragons, a newly formed team, consists of Excellence, Torres, T1 and who's the other? Oh, Monks is playing for them, yeah. I think Monks is just a pickup for them. I'm not 100% sure on that. I'm pretty sure he is. But yeah, they're going to be obviously a solid team as well, 4 really experienced players, so they're ones to watch out for. And I'd say the only other top team going is probably Mythics as well. So that's like your main teams there. Mythics, I think that's Wanda, Crux, Maxi, who's Slayer 2, and Zyla, I think, is their team. So obviously another top team there. So yeah, we're used to seeing about 3 or 4 top teams going to events. Like Battle of Amsterdam had about 4 top teams. The past Reflex did, but I'd say this event we've got a good 5 or 6. And obviously there's LLL as well, who kind of shocked a lot of people last night, beating Freako Dragons on Decerto live. Obviously by the time this gets uploaded, that'll have I think we'll be uploading this the day after, so I think that'll have been last night for you guys listening now. But yeah, they actually beat Freako Dragons 6-5, and they won every single CTF to LLL. And I was kind of thinking that Freako Dragons would walk it after beating Western Wolves on Decerto live. Well, that weren't recorded though, that game, but they beat them 6-1. And then they played LLL last night and lost 6-5, and it was a bit of a shock to see LLL take every single CTF game. So maybe they're a team to watch out for. They look like they clicked well, and yeah, I can't really write them off if they are going. I'm not sure if they are going or not, but I think that team's got Russian, who used to team with Torres and T1 back in the old Freako squad. and TM Kill, Strict, and I think the other one is DNA, so I think that's the LLL team. So yeah, they're another team to watch out for sure as well. Anyways, yeah, I guess I usually do a prediction for each event, so I'm going to be no different and predict again, but it's going to be a close one. I think a Nexus could either quite comfortably take the event, or you know, they could kind of crumble. So I'm not going to predict a Nexus to win though. I like to be a bit different, and I'm not going to be obvious and say Epsilon because they won Battle of Amsterdam. But I've got a funny feeling Western Wolves could take it. I mean, Search and Destroy is now involved quite heavily in the game types, obviously with Domination being removed. So Search and Destroy is a lot more important than people actually think now. You know, it is featured twice in a best of 5 series, and if it's a best of 11 series, it's, you know, featured a lot more then. So I've got a feeling Western Wolves will be a strong S&D squad, and I think they could take a CTF there, here or there against the top teams. I think they could definitely take the event. So I'm gonna say Western Wolves to take it, and I'm not sure about the rest. But like I say, it really is wide open. I mean, I think to call this event is pretty impossible. So you know, I'm just gonna say Western Wolves and see how that goes. But yeah, I'm gonna move on to another topic now, and surprise, surprise, it's all about Optic Gaming this week. It has been on Decerto announced that Optic Gaming, who was Rambo, Scump, Merc, and Big Timer, they have joined Apex, and they are now coming EGL. So that is absolutely huge news for us as a scene, for them to come EGL. You know, for us, if we get the opportunity to play them, it's going to be amazing. Especially if it was on the main stage on live stream as well. So you know, we're obviously really looking forward to kind of meeting them and playing against them. But the amount of exposure that's going to bring to the scene, the amount of viewers it's going to bring to EGL, I mean, it's already brought so much awareness already just looking on YouTube and, you know, Twitter, and it's really going to help us out. There is two sides to the argument that, you know, are Apex spending too much money? I'm pretty sure they're sending Straight Ripping over as well, so that's another huge bit of news as well, to see Straight Ripping come over. So it's all good news for the European scene in some ways, but for the Apex teams and the Apex organisation themselves, there's a few question marks over it. But you know, that's not our problem. We shouldn't worry about that. We should just look at what Apex are doing for our scene, and they're definitely helping us out. So you know, it's great to see that they're bringing these top teams over. Also, a quick note as well, CTF Seatown is getting removed from the rules, guys. I keep saying it on Twitter because I do get asked about it quite a lot. It is getting removed. It's already been voted off the council. It's just a matter of when it's getting announced. So I'm guessing that's going to be announced very shortly, guys. I don't think it'll be played at Reflex. I'm not sure, but yeah, that map has been removed, and that means we have the same map set as MLG. Well, not MLG, but you know, the American scene now. And the only difference is that they have extended mags and we don't. So that's obviously good for Optic as well. But yeah, that wraps up this commentary, guys. Just a quick Reflex summary, and just wanted to talk a bit about a few bits of news as well, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Please give it a like, and I'll see you next time, guys. Cheers.
Hey, lovely job.